Okay.
So, since red team, which is, what team is that? Alienator, I think. No, that's F6. Whatever. Red team has Freya, which we support. Which isn't really picked anymore because
Minions have spawned.
See, the difference between you and
I mean it's very strong late game still, but you don't really like you lose a lot of pressure early game. And blues Alienator, okay, my bad. And since Alienator has a service as well, they can easily like jump on the Freya and poke her out. Blue started with the Harpy, which means they will hit level 2 here and they have some more farm. But red has pressure, although they have to give it up now because blue is level 2. So I think in general it's almost always better to start Harpy. Because right now they lost pressure as red, they lost pressure. And they are behind in farm because they didn't do their Harpy. And now, yeah, you can easily invade it as well. Especially, like, this is also the downside with Freya. You use your 2 to clear the wave, and now you can't do anything to stop this invade. So, it's already a small advantage for on her own servers. I don't like going Trinket on Freya, because Freya has, I can't show it here, but Freya has lifesteal in her passive, and you wanna get like your wings first as soon as possible, because your 2 lost for a set amount of time. So the more attack speed you have, the more out attacks you can get off in that time, and the more pulses you can use. Well, that's not good. Oh. Okay, yeah, you shouldn't be coming this way. Because as Mercury, you're never gonna be able to fight Discordia and Awilix. And since as Mercury you were on Oracles, so you know Awilix isn't there, but you also know your back camps and therefore their back camps were up. So you know Awilix is like around middle, because she should be doing back camps. Then afterwards we're gonna go middle again anyway, so you know she's here. And this is just a bad fight. Because Awilix early game is very good. Mercury early game is not that good. And if you're grouped up like this, you'll hit a strive on this video like she did. Then they get a double kill. If you wanna go on the Discordia, you should position better. Like Agni shouldn't be so close, because Agni has range damage. So Agni can stay away and avoid the... What's it called? Strive? Yeah, the strive. Yeah. Now I think this is more the Freya pick being out-pressured. Although you're definitely dead here. You should be. Please. Okay, now service is dead. Maybe? Oh my god. Oh my fucking... Dude. It should easily be a double kill for on her. But you need to hit your auto attacks. So, that's rough. Also, if you know the enemy jungler is ganking a lot, like even more so than usual, try to keep in mind where she is. Because if they gank you and they don't get anything off it, then at that point your Wilkes is just wasting time by not farming and instead trying to gank. But if she is getting something off it, then it makes it worth it. Same goes for rotations from other lanes. If the mid lane rotates a duo and they don't get anything, they're just missing out on farm. Also, like right now, you should try to be doing purple. Because, like I said before, every minute this is up is just more farm you could have had, because it only goes on cooldown once you clear it completely. Woof. Again, Mercury coming this way. I feel like it's still risky. I mean, it's just pointless because you're taking damage, although not that much right now. But you're just taking 3 damage for no reason. Instead of if you go like to the bottom, then you accomplish the same thing, like you go to mid and you can go to your speed or whatever you want to farm. But you don't take any damage and there's no risk of you getting picked. Whereas if you go like on the top, like through here and then through middle, then there's always a risk. So Willix definitely shouldn't be there. Yeah. Especially since Willix doesn't have beats. As soon as she gets impaled by the armor, she's dead. To the Cerberus ult. Cerberus ult doesn't suffer from diminishing returns. So it's easy to chain CC with it. Now, Freya backs while there is a wave here, which is never ideal because either you, which is what will happen here, is the support has to stay over in duo, while he could be doing other things, but now he has to commit himself to holding the wave. And the enemy support backed in this case, so otherwise you could be having an advantage in middle, where you have the 2v1 because the support is in duo for the enemy team. But if the support is not here, then this wave is gonna go under tower and Freya is gonna miss farm and fall behind. So he kinda needs to be here. But if Freya just backs at a better time, where there isn't a wave pushing already, then none of this happens and you'll be fine. Why are you here? So be careful staying in lane at low health. Especially with no sustain. Because it's easy to get ganked at this point, so you need to be careful. And if you're too low to fight, then it's easy to push out the enemy in the platform. But yeah, this is what happens if you get too greedy. I don't know if it's worth. Like, if you dash in, you're suiciding for the kill. I don't know if that's worth it, but it's close. That should be a free kill. You should communicate. Like, if you're service ulting, you should always try to communicate where you're throwing them. Because if, as the Mercury in this scenario, if you know exactly where they're landing, you can instantly follow up, whereas now you have to charge your ult or react to where they're going. And if you have some like if Willix is kind of tough, but if you have someone with a quick jump or a quick dash, then they would have had plenty of time there to dash out, and then you don't get the kill. I will just do jump up on Suko and then jump out, so she has more less time, and you have more time as the Mercury to follow up. But still. Also don't laser back, please. I feel like you could easily kill him. Do you have anything up? Oh no, you don't, okay. Otherwise, you would definitely be dead there with Cerberus. But still, if you just back in the back immediately, then you don't get your back cancelled, then you just back the base a little quicker. Also, I don't like Soul Gem first item. I think Soul Gem is fine to build, but not this early, because the cooldown is nice, and the power, it's a decent amount of power, but if you get something like Doom Mob, it's just way better early. Because Soul Gem, the passive procs with like more power, it scales of your own power as well. So a second item, or well, first item after boots, you don't have that much power yet. So the passive won't do that much. If you build something like a Doom Mob first, and then you build Soul Gem, or maybe even another item in between, and then Soul Gem, you're gonna be stronger now and get more volume. But that jump was very late. You can't stay here because if Freya has ult. Oh, she doesn't, okay. Yeah, you need to be careful here. Because if you stay, then you can just, as Freya, you just freeze the lane. And you stop Anhun from getting any farm, and you force somebody from his team to come over to help him. And at that point again you have an advantage in middle or in solo, where you have a 1v2 or a 2v3 in your favor. So on her backs, I think it's probably the best choice. God damn it. Freya will push this under tower, and at best get your Harpy, but your purple is down, so she can't invade that, so it's not that big of a deal. And again, if you stay, then you're just, like, you're gonna have to back eventually anyway, so you might as well do it now. I don't know what Div is doing, but okay. So right now you should definitely be looking to invade. You have pressure in middle, and your support is here, and your jungler is here. And you... If you do, even if you don't know this is up, you can always just go check it, and then run to your own Harpy. But there is no risk right now in checking this. So you might as well check it, and then you'll see it's up, and then you can do it. Also, since your solo is getting ganked, you know Mercury is not around here. Or not around duo. Well, he goes do his Harpy and then his purple. You can do your purple first, even though the wave is pushing. Don't do this like if you have to wait too long, but right now you lose like 1 minion, 2 minions, okay, that's kinda bad, 3 minions. Okay, you definitely shouldn't have done purple, I thought he would clear it quicker. But now he lost 3 minions, so it's definitely not worth doing purple that early. But, yeah. Who died? I'm finding him back. It's a very weird. Oh my god. Yeah. If like diving there is really risky. If the Mercury had a better ult, then at least he gets 2 kills, maybe even 3. And I just want to check if Cerberus had ult as well. If Cerberus had ult there, then I feel like he had ult, right? Okay. So Cerberus right now should just be staying with... Do they have Nitro? What do you mean? Wait, can I... Because I should be streaming in 1080p on Discord. Can't believe you're complaining about this. 1 second. Let me restart the stream. Yeah, because I should be streaming in...
Yeah, the quality always goes like up and down. Like then it's really good and sometimes really bad. It's crazy.
Maybe my internet is just fucked. But alright, anyway. So, Cerberus has ult. And, I mean, it's quite obvious that they're looking to dive here. It's good positioning to stand behind the... tower. Oh my god. Shut up. Thank you. It's good positioning to stand behind the tower so you can avoid the Discordia ult. But Cerberus definitely should be closer to Agni because he still has ult and he can peel really well. And Wilix doesn't have beats but blink. So if you just ult here immediately, then Agni might be fine. Or at the worst case you pull a Wilix under your tier 2 tower and then Mercury should be able to rotate in. Also I don't know why Mercury is doing harpies while the diving tower here, but okay. But yeah, if you pull... Because right now you get nothing. Yeah, that was definitely a double kill for my field. Maybe still a double? Okay. Definitely would have been a triple then, because you can dash. Because what you do is you dash, like you made your lock on the Shen, he's dead, you dash into the Wilix, she doesn't have beat so she's dead. And then you chase the Discordia and get the kill there as well. And it's a triple. And you have blink at that point still, so you can blink the Discordia still. Now, I don't know, oh my god. Now if the Achilles rotated on, then maybe you could have even killed the Mercury, because he already used everything. But overall the game is still really close. I feel like even though Red Team has a bit of an advantage, Blue Team has made some good plays. And now they might lose red buff, although Shinshan might be able to stop it if he sees it, I guess not. So now red buff is gone as well. So that's worth. So again, be careful staying in lane. If you don't know where the jungler is and you don't have any wards, because you also don't have wards over here in the middle, so you don't see any rotations. Be careful pushing up this far, because you're half health as Cthulhu. And best case scenario you have to use your ult and escape, but I think he's dead here. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Right. So be careful pushing up without wards. Also, you're not even that tanky right now because you do have a lot of health, but Wilix already has spam, so she's gonna do a lot of damage with this blessing as well. 5 men on this, so she'll do a lot of damage to you if she can pull a combo off. And the passive regen, like the extra regen on the passive you get knocked up doesn't really matter because you're gonna get busted down by the Awilix with a combo. Also always, like that was good by Agni, always try to look at the Awilix when she might throw the tiger out at you, because that way you can't get knocked up. There's no point in like running backwards, like with her back towards you. With your back towards her, rather. So rotation gets pinged. It's like oh no. Yeah. So they ping the rotation and you use the ult as well. So they ping the rotation and then you go to wards. Which I guess makes sense in the sense that you wanna be ready if she's coming to gank you. But that's like the only way you die, because if you just run to tower then you're fine. And if you like go to tower and then like go to ward here, like you come from your tower, then you might survive this, because at that point Freya can't collapse on you as easily. And you also have the Cerberus coming in and Mercury maybe with Urchin Shen. So at that point you definitely would have been fine and you wouldn't have died there. Also you can, as Mercury, you can definitely do this wave, because this is all gonna die before Anna gets here. Don't do this wave though, but these 3 archers and the 1 melee main goes here. Definitely could have done. And you definitely can't fight Freya. I think. Yeah. I mean, that was a good ult, but again, I feel like because of the service rotation, you could have had a kill there. You still got the kill, but now you died. So. Okay, so. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to do that.
Killing spree.
So you get your camps. You do the wave. Oh my god, dude! Why is this so difficult?
Killing spree.
So you go to purple. You do Harpy. Okay, so this is already quite risky by Freya because you're so far, but I think you should be fine. Then you. I'm assuming Cerberus rotation was called by Willix, because Cerberus was contesting the Harpies, Oracles. So you're running away. You have beats, use beats. So if you hit the... yeah. If you hit the banish, you're fine. Also, if you keep just running backwards towards your tower, you're fine. But since Freya is kinda like twirling around the Mercury, 1v1 it was easily a kill for Freya. But now it's just barely not. Also, if Mercury ults, so he just hits her and doesn't go like this far, then he's probably out as well. And yeah, Freya just like runs to tower while auto attacking Mercury. I think she's fine there. Another rotation comes too late, doesn't really do anything. Also be careful, because Willix and Xingchen just backed in the middle of the lane here. And you just killed the Freya, so you might be able to pull a Gold Fury here. If you can... what else do you have up? This one. I feel like you might be able to do Gold Fury here. Or at least pull it and then like force the Discordia to come over to defend it and get another kill there and then maybe push middle or something like that. Because securing Gold Fury might not be possible. But definitely force something here because you just saw 2 people back and you just killed the Freya, so it's a good poke, you might be able to get something out of this, but yeah, at this point people are already coming back, so right now you can't get anything anymore. The best you got now is pushing mid-wave on the tower, which is something, but not as much as you could have had. Also always try to do these mid-camps and oracles, because all the rest is like your farm kinda, even this is your farm, although it's easy to invade. But if you're taking these mid-camps and oracles, then you're also denying it from the enemy. So try to prioritize those whenever you can. Mercury is very out of position. I don't know why he dashed in. Definitely not getting a kill there. Also don't pull in the Qingshan like that, because this is what will happen. He's gonna ult and then you had to use Beater's Agni here. And because Mercury was so out of position and he died immediately, this is now a 3v3, but now you have the Discordia pushing lane, so she's gonna maybe get the tower, can also go invade this camp, maybe can rotate late to help the fight, depending on how it goes. And it shouldn't really be a fight, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, now Discordia is coming in, so now it's a 4v3. You have 1 kill, Agni is really low. I don't know what I'm gonna do because that's not gonna kill him. But yeah, Agni has to back, Cerberus has to back because he's kinda low as well. So right now you could be looking at Pyro, but everyone is backing. Could have also pushed mid tower, was an option. Invading this camp, like I said, was an option. Now you didn't really get anything, so be on the lookout to get something. Even small victories, like I said, pushing away from the tower. It's not that great, but it's still like denying 150 gold to the enemy. So doing that multiple times can add up over time. This is a good fight for blue, because you're like, you cut off the Discordia and the Qingshan, and you just managed to blow up Discordia immediately. It also was kind of bad positioning by the Awilix here, because Awilix was stuck over here, and then she still ran into them, I'm assuming trying to get to her team at the mid harpy. But if you just like bait them in and then your team comes in, then the Mercury and the Anhur who were over here, then they are the ones who are stuck and they are the ones getting collapsed on. But right now it's the Discordia and Qingshan who got collapsed on, and she got picked off immediately. It's a good blink. Anhur can't jump because he's gonna get a Woolix on it. Although there's no one really following up on the Woolix. We do get a kill, so that's nice. Although Freya should be dead soon. Also, be careful jumping in. So at the end it's a 3 for 2, I'm gonna one shot again.
Shut down.
So yeah, because right now is this as a Wheelix, you're just running into them. I guess you want to jump over the Anhur or something. But if you like, either you go to middle because there's nobody in middle and you have vision here because Smisken is here. So maybe you went to middle, although it's risky. Or you can try to bait them in for the Discordia and the Smisken to come over. But running into them like that is like never gonna work out. And now you kind of baited in your team and now you're the ones getting collapsed on. Although Anhur did jump away, which he shouldn't be doing. Because they're the advantage. If they go on Anhur, then they're gonna die. But yeah, you do blow up Discordia immediately, so that's really nice. So now it's a 4v3 in blue team's favor. Although they should really be staying together because they're going back to middle. Now Anhur is alone, Mercury is in the back. Not really doing anything. You can't go on Freya alone because Freya is just gonna kill you. Yeah, look, like all this time, Agni and Cerberus haven't really done anything yet, because they just went back to middle and now they're coming back, and this is just a really messy fight. Can't you do win it? But still.
Double kill. Shut down.
So you get a 3-4-2. Almost a 4-4-2. But again, you don't really get anything. Like, try to invade. Like, this is all up. The purple, the harpy. These are up. Like, anything really. Maybe, again, trying to pull a Gold Fury. Oh yeah, you get solid. But, like anything, getting these camps, getting Harpy, although their Harpy was down until just now. Pulling gold, maybe pulling pyro, anything like this. So everyone is back to farming. Now they pull pyro. You do have a ward, so you know they're doing it. It was a really good miracle from me. Yeah, this is the risk of pulling pyro when the enemy team has it warded with a sentry, so you don't have any vision. You might be able to sneak it, but now you've got it stolen, you got pyro stolen. Willix is dead here.
Killing spree.
So now they got 1 kill and a pyro and you got nothing. Now they got 2 kills. Achilles should be fine here, although you're dashing in. If he just dashes to tower, he's out guaranteed. Now he might be to be a nice block here, I think. No, but he had to use his spells. Oh my god, why is every fight so messy? So they pull pyro, pyro gets stolen. Willix dies. Discordia dies. Okay. Now Smisken comes here. This is kind of unfortunate, I guess. You had to run this way. But oh my god. But as the teammates, like, you see Mercury dying, you can't really save him, so the best you can do right now is just trying to go for this Achilles still, because he used everything. His ult is down, his dash is down, his stun is down. Like, if you just go on him, there's not much you can do and he's just gonna die eventually. But now you turn around, Smisken isn't gonna die here, it's too tanky. So yeah. Now Freya comes in and Freya just... Oh, please. Now Freya will get forced. I know I shall. Oh my god, please. I feel like this entire fight is just people running in by themselves instead of like working as a team and then taking a team fight together. Also, you're all really low, you should all back up because you're gonna die. Like, there's literally no point in staying here because the tower's gonna go down and you can't defend it. Also now... Yeah, now Cthulhu went too deep. And then he spread the Discordia apple as well, so it's just really messy. Because if you just stay together, then the chance of you getting picked one by one is way lower. And you can't... Like, they can't tie the backlines easily when there's Xinshan and Achilles. Compared to just Achilles being there. You get a gank. I don't think Achilles should die here. You still have your dash. You get the X-Force, but I still think you should be fine. So right now there are 4 people of the red team on the side of the map, and Gold Fury is still up, so that might be something you look for here as blue team. You do still have the Freya to deal with if you try to pull it, but Freya's actives were forced in the last fight. Her ult should be back up, yeah. So it's just her ult, and if you force the ult, then you can dive her really easily. Because it's a 3v1. So Gold Fury might be something you look for. I don't know why you ulted Freya on by yourself. And right now you're just juking for no reason as well. If you just like run away here as Cerberus, you're fine. Yeah, you're not gonna kill the Freya here. 2v1 diving the tier 2 tower. Because that was just a waste of ults by blue team. Because you were never gonna kill the Freya, I feel like. And now you went so deep, the rotation came all the way from at the blue buff in solo lane, all the way to duo, and now the Cerberus is gonna die. And now it's red team who could be looking for the Gold Fury. Do you have ult? No, you don't. You just ult on Cerberus. But yeah, now there were 3 people from the blue team here. And you just killed the Cerberus on this side of the map, so now you have the 3v1 here. And her ult is down because he tried to ult Freya earlier. So now you should be looking for Gold Fury here. But, or again, at least like try to invade something. Well, it invaded the Harpy, so that's good. And her should be fine here. Although with Discordia coming over, maybe not. Yeah, definitely not now because you're too far pushed up. Now you're definitely dead. Again, if people just group up, then this game would be way cleaner. Because right now, Almer got picked off again before that Cerberus got picked off. It's a good stun by Agni. I don't think he'll achieve anything here. And now Willy gets picked. Right now there's not much you can do here anymore, because people are coming back, you can't pull gold. Fraser's doing her purple, which is fine because When it's a Cerberus and a Cthulhu versus a Killer Shin, nobody's ever gonna die in this fight. Until people right there with your white here if they do. So now they pull gold. That was really risky. I don't know why Xinshan went all the way in the back. Because this fight is already going on while Xinshan is still coming over. While he was right here. You risk the Gold Fury, you're lucky you get it, but it's definitely not guaranteed. You do collapse on Discordia. You have a really good fight because Xinshan was just so late to the fight. Yeah, Freya is just like not being able to go in. But you do kill this kills. But if you like as the red team here, if you just like Xinshan is going all the way around. Because he was right here with Gold Fury. He's going all the way around through middle. Which just leaves his team at a disadvantage. For no reason. So, if you can just imagine a Xinshan blink ult right here. Agni is going to be able to dash in time out of it. But you're going to be able to pull Mercury because his beats are down. And you're going to be able to pull Cerberus. By the time they land, Mercury might already be dead anyway. So at that point, you have a 4v5 in my team's favor. Wait, where is Charlie? When did he die? I'm so confused right now. When did Charlie die? Oh yeah, Charlie died because he got picked, right? Then you have the 4v4. So my point still stands, just a 4v5. Or well, not a 4v5, but a 4v4 instead. But if you, like Xinshan ult here, you get 2 people earlier, now it's even 3 people. Unless Agni dashes away. So you will get a good strike from Discordia, but you're out of position. And Xinshan is literally just now coming in the fight. Discordia is basically dead already. Like, 3 ults have already been used by blue team. At this point, you can't really save the fight. Because now it's a 3v5. Because Charlie died earlier before the fight started. So if you want to win this fight, if you ever want to have a chance of winning this fight, you need to get off a really good Xinshan ult early. Because that's basically your only engage at this point. And yeah, now Freya has to be like behind this wall to protect herself. Then you have a 2v5 here. On the other 2 people. Freya can't really go in while her 2 is down. So yeah. I feel like it's all just snowballs of a Wheelik getting picked and then a bad decision by Xinshan to go around. Because it just takes way too long. So right now you got Gold Fury, you won the fight. Maybe, I don't feel like you can do tier 2. You don't have any minions. But you can do oracles, which you did is good. You shouldn't be allowing this invade right now. Definitely getting this mid camp. Maybe you can look for Pyromancer, but just try to get something off the fight. Freya should have gotten. Yeah, that's true. Should mention this. So I said in the beginning you want to get a ring first to get more attack speed, so you can get more attacks off with your 1 and 2, because they lost for a certain amount of time, 6 seconds and 5 seconds. So you want to get as much attacks off in those 6 and 5 seconds to get as much use out of it. So what you would build is probably Ring of Hecate first. And then you would go Typhons, because Bancroft has more flat power, but Typhons increases your lifesteal, and you get power based on how much lifesteal you have. So I feel like Typhons is the superior option to go first. You can still go Bancroft later if you want to. Then after that you can go something like Hastings or Demonic. The 10% pen, I mean it's nice, but it's not really that relevant if you get it first item. But it's useful later in the game, of course. But after that I like Hasten because Freya already has so much damage. Then you can just stick to your targets with no problem. So you can just run them down if they are starting to lose the fight.
Can you dig it, sir?
But going Bancrofts first doesn't do as much as Typhons. And since you also go Typhons now, like third item after boots, you are delaying your wings and your attack speed even more. You do get pyro, so that's good. You got something out of the one team fight. Yeah, I'm assuming you should have a lot of gold right now, so you should be looking to back like Anhur and Cthulhu already did. Yeah, 1600, not that much. Not as much as I thought. But yeah. Because it's not really relevant now, but if you have 2000 or 2500 gold in hand, and you are fighting with a lost artifact, while maybe your Discordia already has whatever it is. Like maybe a Ward of the Hoodie, or maybe she went Doom Orb. I know it's not possible with this tier 2, but for the sake of the argument, if she's going a Doom Orb and you have a tier 1, then that's just like 150 power roughly that she has that you don't have. So you should always be looking to spend your gold, especially when you're able to finish a tier 3 item. Also, be careful here as blue because Anhur is at purple. He is coming over right now, but it's gonna take him like a few seconds to get over here. Don't do the red buff, okay. Yeah, you should definitely not be up this far because right now, again, like people are just going in by themselves. First, Achilles went in, he took like 60% of his health. Now Awilix went in, Awilix had to beat, had to ult, and is gonna take way more poke still. So now she's out of the fight. And yeah. At this point this fight is already lost for the red team. Honor comes in from the side now, so that's really nice timing. The reason Anhur can do this, and I was criticizing it earlier over here, is just because of how the fight went. Red team just kind of gave the fight to the blue team, but if they are just all 5 standing here and blue team 4 members are standing here, at that point if Anhur comes in from the side, he's just gonna get collapsed and die. But since they're winning the fight and he comes in from the side, they don't have time to turn on him because they need to be running away. So he's just taking like a quicker path towards them, like going straight through middle, going this way. So he just gets here quicker that way and they can't really punish it. Because it should be like a worse, like it's riskier. But here it doesn't really matter because there's no way to punish it. Okay, now 3 people died. Achilles is still here while he's really low, so he might die as well. Because you can't save, you can't save the Xingshen there. Because he already used his jump, he already used his ult, and other than that he has a root and a knocker, but that's about it. And because you try to save him, now you are dead as well and there's nothing you can do to defend. I don't know what the respawn time is on Wheelix because it's bugged, but they might be able to answer it. Yeah, okay. Even if, okay, so this could just spawns. It's gonna be, yeah, okay, they can definitely end. So, the last fight was basically how I felt the entire game. Where people just go in one by one instead of like having a proper 5v5 team fight. Where you can have a good engage with Xingshen on one side kind of Wheelix and Cerberus and Cthulhu diving on the other side and a Mercury ult. But if you just went in as Achilles and you take a lot of poke and then you have to back off and then a Wheelix comes in, then she gets poked out, has to use her beats, has to use her ult. At that point you probably need to give up Fire Giant and regroup and try to defend your tier 2 towers or phoenixes. Because at that point, like, 2 people already got poked out so much, they can't do anything. So you have a 3v5 at Fire Giant, so you just... I mean, the best case scenario is you stealing Fire Giant, but taking the fight is never gonna go well for you. Looking at the builds, Div is a big beamer who sold all his items. Other than Div with the OP Freya build, I am not really a fan of Equivol, at least not Equivol early, because it delays your pen. Because right now Anher has 4 items and he still has no pen. Because it doesn't give pen, Equivol doesn't give pen, boots, and Divas also don't give pen. So if you, I just like going Devo's boots, attack speed boots of course, into Kins, into Atlantis. And after that I might go Equivol. I like going Golden Bow first, or Silver Branch if I have a steroid so I can utilize the overcapping of my attack speed. So I go Silver Branch or Golden Bow. And then I might go Equivol late, because Equivol is the item that gives the highest power at 90 with the conversion from Equivol, or from Silver Branch rather. So I might go Equivol just because it's the highest power item I can get late game. I understand that the passive is nice against Freya because you want to slow her attack speed even more than with other people. But again, Anher has... I mean, almost full build except for 1 item and finishing this, but he still doesn't have pen. I'm assuming he's getting Atlantis here, so then he would have 20% pen. But it's 25 minutes into the game right now and he still didn't have any, so... Other than that, TP is still fine. If you... Like, if you want to utilize it, if you're actually planning on utilizing it, because if you don't, you just go TP because everyone goes TP and that's your reason, then you might as well just go something like Blink Thorns, or like maybe an Ankh in some scenarios, like Blink Ankh, Thorns Ankh, whatever. Because if you go TP, you basically don't have a relic late game if you're not gonna use it. And yeah, if you have like a Blink here or Thorns here, you're gonna do way more in team fights. I also don't really like the sprint, because what are you slowing, or what are you immuning? I mean, Cerberus has a slow, which is kind of annoying. On her is a little slow. That's it. So I don't really understand sprint. I feel like Thorns on most solo laners is like, you can almost always get Thorns if you're playing a Guardian or a Warrior solo. Because you just run at the enemy ADC or mid laner and they can't really do much about it. Other than that, I'm not a fan of Kronos Pendant. I feel like on Agni might be the only god you can still get it on, because the ult and how Kronos Pendant still works, like diminishing the cooldowns of the ult, even though you already have 1 or 2 bombs. But even then, I feel like going Doom Orb is just so much power, it's just so good. I don't know. It's not really clear which one is better. Just my personal preference. I don't mind Soul Eater. I mean, yes, I did say this, I don't know if you hear my story. I don't mind Soul Eater on Discordia, but I don't like it first item because it scales with the power you build. So if you go something like a Doom Orb and then boots, or well, boots into Doom Orb and then maybe 1 item then, and then Soul Eater, then it's way better. Yeah, Soul Gem, not Soul Eater. But yeah. I feel like, I don't know, this is kind of a weird build, I don't really mind it. Also, which I don't know when Soul ZD upgraded Shell, But against something like a Mercury and an Anhur in this case, just look to upgrade your shell really quickly, because being able to block 2 auto attacks from Mercury might actually like prevent over 1000 damage if he quits you twice with that bringer. I think that's all I have to say about the builds. All the other items and actives look fine. Alright, game 2. Time for Elvaris to be happy because I actually showed the one game he won.
Thank you.
Master as well, of course. Okay, I already don't like going mana pots. Because this gives MP5, you have... I don't know, I just don't feel like you need mana pots. Because you already have like 10 MP5, so 2 mana per second here. And yeah, if you go like multis, you can also combine them, so you have 15 health per second ticking. I know, just not a big fan. Don't feel like you need the mana. Same thing for Izanami. Like, if you go 2 health to multi, you get the same as 1 mana, 3 health. But you can combine them, like I said here, you can combine them, either health and a multi at the same time, and just have more health regen if you need it, and still have the mana as well if you need it. Other than that, it's fine, you go hog on both, so that's good. This is tier 1 Doom Mob, right? I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, Corner's Doom Mob, yeah. Yeah, Doom Mob, Corner's, the hoodie, and something else I'm forgetting.
Minions have spawned.
The quality, is it fine back or fine again? So it might also be my internet, because sometimes it kinda dies for no reason. So again, you don't start Harpy. You won't hear it, Alv, I think. But last game I said I think Harpy is just a better start. Because what will happen right now, of course, you get pressure because you have to lane first. You will hit level 2 of this. Oh no, you won't. Sorry, that was my entire point. You don't hit level 2 of this, but they will hit level 2 of the first wave. And at that point, you're gonna lose pressure. I mean, I know right now it's Izanami, so you're always gonna get pressure anyway. But right now you have to go back to your Harpy and even give it pressure then. And also right now their Harpy is already on cooldown while yours isn't, so that's a little advantage as well. So you go to your Harpy now, but right now you already gave up all the pressure. Also, you're still not level 2. So I feel like it just... because they pick Izanami, it just amplifies my point. Because they have pressure, and now they might even steal this, and they didn't. But yeah, right now you're already like in a risky spot. You give her pressure, now they can do oracles. And yeah, No, you pick your Mojo on her, you can definitely win fights. But as long as there's a wave here, you can't really take any fights. Because you're not gonna win them. Because minions do so much damage. We also have pressure in middle. But already almost died. I'm assuming you're rotating over to... But where you go? You do get one kill, that's really nice. You get the punish of the... punishing their red invade. Yeah, if he just left the red buff, I feel like he might have just survived. Because he might have been out in time because Elf felt like he needed to go and walk or go do something up here, I don't know what he was doing. But because of that, if Discordia just ran away immediately, might have survived. So Mystic is definitely too far here. Yeah. And you're gonna kill him, but you're poking him a lot. Also, I don't know why you're running into the jungle. Because now you have to run back into lane to not miss farm, and now you're just taking poke for no reason. If you just went straight back to tower, you wouldn't have taken any poke. Also, you can't beat him with melees. It's rough heal. What's going on? How have you used both your mana pots already? And you're still like only half mana. What is this? I never have mana issues with 2 multis. So you should be probably looking to do your purple. Because you can clear it right now and come back to lane and not miss any minions. Unless they want to freeze. But Mystic is back, and even if he stays, I don't think he can fight. Because your fight is so much better than Izanami Ganesh as the Moja Anhur. You can just go to your Harpy or go to your purple rather and get your purple on cooldown and then go back to wave. If she pushes, you're not gonna miss any farm, but at least you did your purple early. Just a small detail. Oh no. Oh wow. You're not gonna kill her, you don't have ults. I know you're still delaying your purple. Yeah, now you. Oh my god, dude. Their purple is like a quarter of the way, almost like. What is it? 30% of the way to. Oh no, it's more than 30. How much is that? 35? 37.5, that's it. It's like 37.5 of the way to respawning already. So over a third, while you still haven't done yours. Now we can watch Maestro die. What happened? Okay. You're kinda low on mana. How much mana do you have? You need to be careful. Because you got like 1 ability, or not 2 abilities worth of mana. Now 1, now 0. Okay, so now you need to be very careful. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, and he got the double. That's so rough. Yeah. Couldn't you just have left like the bubble thing? I don't know what it's ability names. Could you just have left the Siphon Darkness on the minions and then run away? They definitely could have. Like, this one is a you, Master, I'm sorry. But if you just Siphon Darkness then run away, you were fine. Especially since Most of the time you want to clear so people don't push the wave and they just run out of your Siphon Darkness. But since there was nobody there, that was never gonna happen, so... he gets red, goes the correct way, back to middle, so he's fine. No other jungler does what? I mean, it was a free kill, Humbats was still level 4. He's still level 4 right now. And Nox had actually just 0 mana, so she couldn't do anything. And Humbats doesn't have any CC anyway, so you can't stop him. Outside of his ult, of course. Only oh, you mean only get a double? Yeah, it's for... maybe... Oh, no. Actually, you're right, probably only set. I was gonna say Circuit with taunt, but even then I think you only get 1. But yeah. I like that you're being annoying here. I don't like that you jump in or dash in. Because you can be annoying and not really risk anything. Once you dash in, like, you can't use your escape. Totem diff, definitely. Also, you shouldn't be up this far because you're just taking lots of food. And if you try to bait him, then you have dash. Thought he's allowing a dash. But if you're trying to bait him, like, you can just stay back. Because what happens so often is people try to bait and then you just commit on them and then you still get a kill and you trade 1 for 1. But yeah, if you want to try to be annoying at that bubble buff, you need to be careful of rotations. I don't know if you had vision. You don't have any wards here. You do have... Oh no, it's the enemy. Oh no, that is you. Oh. You don't have any wards here. Now you do. I think you just placed that. You didn't. Yeah, they died. Wait. Who died? Bad son. Oh yeah. Thought you were talking about your team. But yeah, you need to be aware of people respawning and rotating over. Something to keep in mind. So be careful pushing on this hole. Also, you should try to kill the archers first. Because you can kite around the melees, but you can't kite around the archers. And their archers also do way more damage. I think it's almost double damage. So you want to kill them first to take less damage yourself. So I feel like this fight should have gone way better for the red team. Somehow it didn't. No, it was kind of weird. I mean, I guess Nox used her Siphon Darkness already on the camp, so that's rough. So what is up right now? Let's check. Okay, Pheno Evil is down. Siphon Darkness and ult from Nox are down. He might just lost everything except Shell, so... I don't know. Maybe not, because Pheno Evil definitely would have made a big difference. Yeah, everything from them is still up, so... That's rough. So maybe it couldn't have really gone better. Oh, why are you picking up the red buff? No! Oh, why are you so greedy, Maestro? You need to get out. Dude, there's a Nog 2-0 set. About to get a double kill again. Yeah, now you... Yeah, it's... I know you said that you didn't mean to dash into the emoji, so that's really unfortunate. Because if you just dash to tower, you might be fine. Maybe. I feel like you might be fine to dash to tower. Maybe even dash to, like, Phoenix. Might still be fine. Don't think it... I mean, it does because, like, you're walking up to the red buff and then back. Where you just could have went back twice, if that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like if he runs sudden dash, he's definitely fine. Then maybe you can even save Umbatsir. Does he live? No, he doesn't. Oh, he's gonna get a kill. Oh, just barely not. It's a point he gets a kill at least. It's IV money here. IV money, you know, you can cancel when you ult early. So you jump off and get a stun. I've seen you do this a few times when I was watching this game. Where you don't cancel your ult early. And yeah, you just like run at them still. Or you get like juked on the when you ult, which is really easy to do. And then if you could have just stunned them by cancelling your ult. Which you didn't. So I don't know if you're aware of it, but it's something I noticed. That's a really good route into the home battle. There's not much you can do there, except for like not be able to fog. You can't always see it coming. Mid wasn't warding. What is the support for then? Oh yeah, if Isa just runs away, she's fine here as well, by the way. Since she turns around and fights for no reason, she's not fine. Anho has one tail of boots, which is just like a little bit of power. And the passive, so he's gonna win the fight. Being a lane bot, basically. Ugh, dude, why does it keep happening? So Nox got bugged out, Nox backed, and you might have backed as well. So right now you do have the advantage here again. You do need to be careful for Fiona, which should be up in a few seconds. Oh, it's more than I thought. But yeah, you need to be careful here. Especially as a support. Like, it's gonna be tough to play into this team because there's a Nox which can lock you down very easily, and if you don't have beats, which most of the time you don't as a support, it's very easy to get poked out or maybe even die. You have Humbad Salt if you go too far. You have your Mojo ult to lock you down as well, maybe. So you need to be careful. Also, stop spreading the apples to other people. This happened last game as well. Just walk into a wall and run away. I know how you feel, Elf. It's a good ult. Wait. I like how you hit that one out attack and then you got baited by hitting it. Oof, sniped.
Killing spree.
Because you were turning around and then he saw you hit the out attack and then you turned back. That was really fun. You do get a kill, and Maestro gets the other kill, so. Now this is a good call. It's gonna be difficult to secure it with Sut here. But you definitely should be, like, somebody should be zoning. You can maybe even your Mojo ult to see, like, to lock down the enemy, to cut them off. Or just like try to stun them, try to CC them. Can probably even Hunbat ult them and force their beats if they want to steal it. Like, cause right now you're just like coin flipping it and hoping you get it. But even if you just like throw out a Hunbat ult, then you force their beats to try to steal it, and then next time you have Hunbat ult, you can kill them because they won't have their beats up yet. Also, Seth doesn't even have beats, so he can't even try to steal it at that point. You do get it, but still, there's no need to risk it. It's a good impale. Oh no. I get stuck by the image. Should he fear no them? Because you have, like, you were over here with the Gold Fury and the red team, and the Skoda is like standing over here. So if you just, like, the Skoda can still throw her abilities from range, like her ult and her strife and her thingy. Yeah, and Woolly Magic. So she can still throw those abilities from range, so Fear No Evil there isn't really gonna do anything if you throw it on the Gold Fury. But if you throw it on them, you're gonna force their beats to try and steal it, and then you have an opportunity later in the game in 90 seconds. Oh yeah, they changed it. Not in 90 seconds. Whatever. Before their beats come up anyway. Or then 15 seconds in this case. You have a window to try and kill them, because their beats are down. Also, there's, like, you can't really push this tower 2v4 without a hunter. It's gonna take way too long, and Humbats will do some damage, but he has to stand like next to the tower to kill it. So I do like that you go for Pyro here. Again, you might not be able to guarantee it, but you have a 4v3 fight here if you want to take the fight. That was a good silence by Nox. Stop the killers. I feel like, again, if Humbats is here, his ult isn't up yet, so don't look at the crystal. His ult isn't up, but even then you have the 4v3 here, where you might be able to turn a fight, but now Umoja got picked. He had a really good strife and a really good ult, so when he dies, now Nox is dead.
Double kill.
Now the enemy can do Pyro, also invade the Hoppy. Yeah, if Humbats was there with the team, then they definitely could have won the fight, and then Red Team was the one doing Pyro here. So they get Pyro, get mid camps, that's also good. Yeah, that's well, he had Blink, so could have blinked in as well to get there. They should have definitely been closer though. Fields is an army man. What can you do? It's a good invade, you just need to be careful to not get picked, but you should be fine here. So yeah, they're kinda rotating. Like, they were just grouping up trying to look for a pick. So you don't have any wards again. So if you saw them come in, definitely would have been fine here. But since you don't have any walls, you had no idea really where they were. And then Nox got picked. Now Humbats might also be dead. That's fine. Again, if you... That's so unfortunate. Because right now you do cancel the ult early, which you miss a stun. So that's rough. But, yeah. Now, when you overextend it... Again, just not a messy fight. Knocked up picked early and then... Still try to take a fight, even though you were at a disadvantage as the red team. I think when you also died eventually. I don't think you can do fire here because I mean, you were kinda low, like Seth had to back because he was kinda low. But again, you should be looking for something. I don't know if there was much you can do right now. Like the best you can do was look for some invade, but everything was down, so. You got oracles, so that's something. Okay, so Gold Fury came up. You are kind of late with it. They just get it for free. What you should do is, like, whenever you hear Gold Fury going down, well, you should know when it's going down. So as soon as it goes down, you type it into the chat, and it is, like, here it went down at 15:30, so in the chat you would write 20:30 Gold Fury. So you know exactly when it's coming up the next time, and you can be ready for it. Just to avoid things like this, where the other team is just doing it as soon as it spawns and you're not ready at all to contest. So you just give it up for free. Also, if this happens, try to look for something. Because you know there are some people here at least, like at least three I would say. This early into the game at least. So try to look for something where you push down a tower in middle, or if it's up you can do pyro, maybe look for something in solo, whatever it is. But just, like right now you just gave it up for free. And you didn't get anything back in return. So be careful here, because Izanami is gonna be here way sooner than Anhur, so you will have the advantage as the blue team, so you shouldn't be looking for the fight yet. But you should be looking for the fight as soon as Izanami gets here, so you have the advantage. Also, you shouldn't be clearing this wave, you should be helping in the fight immediately. You get a good tier ult, good silence by Nox in response. So, yeah, this Humbat's ult, I was gonna say you should Humbat's ult here. It just did, but it's kinda late. Tier already died, so that's nice. But they just overextended and they fought before they had the advantage. Like before Izanami got here. And now they just chased so far and look how good up they all are. And just a free 3-man Humbat's ult. He doesn't get killed, but it should still be a really good fight for our team now.
Killing spree.
Also,
Killing spree.
I said this last game against Mercury and Anhur that game. Try to upgrade your shell early, so you can get the block stacks. The same thing here for Set Izanami. Because if you get this and you can keep your hunter alive a little longer, or your mid laner, your fights are gonna go way better against a Set. Also, wait, aren't you? Oh no, yeah, it's level 10. Okay. But yeah. This fight definitely could have been better. So Tyr is just out of position. Because there are two people here. Set isn't ready yet to go in. His arm is still rotating. So yeah, you're not gonna kill anyone here as Tyr. You're probably also not gonna die, but you might take a lot of damage. So I definitely feel like you could have done like collapsed more on the Tyr. And right now this fight is already really spread out. So Maestro and Yitan probably need to retreat here. Just get out. Try to regroup with the Anho. Yeah, now Hunbat should come back here to help the backline. And try to kill them. Because Guan Yu is zoning out these three and he can hold them off for a while. And Humbat's going in over here is not really going to do anything for you because you're not going to be able to kill them by yourself with the Guan Yu. So definitely not the best Yamaja ult. Because as Yamaja ult you want to completely cut off a pathway. Because your team can still run through it but the enemy can't. You get good Nox Fruit and a good Unhold to kill the Tyr. So you get one kill. You should be ulting this as Humbats as soon as possible. But he definitely waits a little bit. And are you clearing the mid wave? Dude, doesn't tell me you're clearing this. How are you calling out your team as trolls and then clearing the mid wave? Oh my god. Can't believe you did this. Mid tower? Dude, it's full health, it's not gonna die. But yeah. If Elf wasn't trolling, then this fight definitely would have went more in the favor of it.
Killing spree.
You almost kill Set. It's really close. You do kill Mystic here, he's definitely dead. There's no way he survives. No, he's memeing. There he goes. Now Maestro. Oh my god. Dude, what are these team fights? Okay. So you do get some, I mean you get 4 or 5. You can't really do anything by yourself. You're not strong enough yet to solo Pyromancer, I don't think. So you can't do that. But you do get, I mean you get this wave. You'll probably do the next as well or do back camps, whatever. You do get something. But are you gonna do it now? I mean Tyr should be able to delay you enough. Just going over. I guess not. Okay then. Guess we can just take this. Also, I don't like Failnut. At least not this early. Because if you look at Atlantis, it's 10% more pen. Also, Failnut has no attack speed, by the way. Even though it's a bow, it doesn't have attack speed because it's a different branch. It's a different item tree. It gives more power and some cooldown reduction. But mainly the passive is really strong on Atlantis if you like, you snowball fights really well with it. And you just want to get more pen in line early. I feel like this item is better if you get it later, like 5th or 6th item. Because you're just delaying your pen. And I guess kind of hoping you get lucky with the crits to win. To win with this item. You can definitely go crit on Izanami, but then you would go something like Wage first to get the stacks on early. And then you get Fail Not later. Ooh. Fail, nice. Huge. I don't like the ult because she was always gonna dash away there and you were never gonna kill her. Even if you didn't ult, she was gonna dash away, so the ult didn't really do anything. You do get a good fight because Mystic is out of position. Now Tio is out of position. Now Set is out of position. I mean, 4-man Swipe definitely helps. But now Set is out of position. So yeah, 4 people just went in 1 by 1 and died. And now you can do Fire Giant. It's kind of rough. So imagine you just get 4 kills for free, and then you just let Izanami run up and steal Fire Giant. Like she just stands here. Do you have a sentry? Oh, they have a sentry. So this is like literally the only way you lose this Fire Giant. I mean, they have a sentry ult, I don't know what you're talking about. I can definitely see you. That's rough. Yeah. So, I mean, she was clearing waves over here, so you know she was here. So somebody should at least be checking this. You didn't see her? Wait, but wasn't she clearing waves?
Unstoppable. Double kill.
Am I stupid? What do you mean you didn't see her? She cleared the wave. She literally cleared like 5 minions here. Yeah, see, Elf called it. So yeah, I'll just watch it again just for Elf because I know he likes it. You should at least get the tower here. It's like the least you can do. Well, I don't like my still going in alone. If they have time to feel it better than probably doing it on you. Yeah, you... Dude, why are you backing? Oh, get the tower. If you all just got the tower instead of chasing the Izanami, then you could have gotten down and gotten out. Set was there? Yeah, now he is, because you chased Izanami. Dude, what do you mean? Look, I'm gonna replay it again just for you. So you get 4 free kills. Very nice.
Unstoppable. Double kill.
You lost Fire Giant. Very nice. Let's watch this. You lose Fire Giant. Okay. Explain to me how you cannot just do this style right now. Like, you can just, like, 3 people are here at full health. You can just do this. Just do it. I mean, what you can also tank a bit. Then you just lease it to other people. Yeah, but now you chase Tsunami and then you get out of course. You're gonna die. Oh my god. Now you all die again. Oh, please. Okay, maybe you will die. I mean, so that beats, so I don't know, I'm really confused right now. Okay, so he's definitely dead. And I guess it's worth it in the end. Trading set for Guan Yu. But still. Waste of an ulti. By who? By Discordia. Or bike 1, yeah. Yeah, one was definitely dead, so ult wasn't gonna do anything for him. Yeah. There's not much you can do about this fight round. You shouldn't be trying to kill him. Because even if you get the kill now, you're dead for it. Which is definitely not worth it. Also, same for Maestro. You get the kill, but you should be dead for this. Although Maestro has some jukes, I guess. But how are you still alive? I don't know what's going on anymore. Did you die in the end, at least? Oh yeah, this is why I didn't miss everything on Discord, yeah. Oh no. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah. So Elf definitely shouldn't be diving here. Because before this fight, Elf was 8-0. He's literally trying to carry this team. And he just gave up his life killing the 0 and 6 Ganesha. So that's definitely not worthwhile. Then Maestro dies. I feel like you should have also died easily. Somehow you survived forever. Also, what is... Humbat's is literally right here with ult. Like, hello. Am I crazy? Why isn't Humbat's ulting? Wait. And now Humbat ults at the edge. Just hitting Discordia barely. So the Discordia ult didn't hit anyone? Oh my god. What is this fight? See, this is just so weird. You do kill Discordia eventually. Also, I think maybe you should go for Set. Because Humbat is already on the Discordia, so she's that guaranteed. So if you guys over to Set, then you can probably kill him easily as well. Because, yeah. Set is definitely the high value target. Wait, doesn't Set kill himself here? I think I remember this. Yeah, he does. Oh my god. Dude. I should pick higher level games. Oh my god. This is the issue. Because I feel like people make wrong calls and then it works out and then it's like encourages their bad behavior. Because it worked out, so they think it's a good call. But yeah. Everything was higher level than this game, basically. Oh my god. Actually, like this game and the last game I chose. It's rough. You get tier 1. It's very nice. Don't overextend, because you don't know where they are. But you don't see anything on the map and you're like pushing at their tier 2 tower, so you should be careful. I'm assuming you know that they're coming because Maestro and... Yeah, Maestro and Ymoja, Ethan are coming. But still. Oh, dude, what is wrong? Oh my god. At least I miss the Izanami ult. Now Mystic is out of position. Oh, please. And now Sleeping Wolf is dead.
Double kill.
What is this game?
Killing spree.
It was a good Humbat ult because Izanami beats were down. But it's just a free kill if you can hit it. And you get Discordia as well. Deer should be fine here. Deer should just go back to base because there's nothing he can do by himself. So he might as well just go and heal up, go back to base. Maybe buy Magi's if there's enough gold. And then wait and then try to defend with other people together. Because going in alone like this is never gonna do anything for you. And now because you died they might even end. Although set is up. Maybe not, yeah. But now they can do fire. Probably tier 2 into fire. Oh no, this is where you do tier 2 into pyro into all backing so the enemy does fire, I think. Isn't that what happened? I think that was this game. You literally all just backed in their faces and they just did fire for free, I think. It was one of the games, I don't know if it was this one. Yeah. What you should do... I'm assuming you all have a lot of gold you want to spend, because you got like 3 towers, a phoenix, and a pyromancer. What was it? Hold on. Yeah, so you all have a lot of gold. So obviously you want to spend your gold, get your items. But if you just back 2 at a time while the other 3 stay, then you can like delay their fire, because Tyr just respawns, so he can't really be here in time. So if you have a 3v4, then they can't do fire, and you just need to stop them from doing it. But Mystic Steel was obviously the better option as well. You just do fire yourself. You don't have time to do fire completely before they get here, I think. But even then you have the 4v5. And yeah, I think at that point you can also just take the fight 4v5 and win. Just try to zone the enemy out. Either you zone them out, although it's going to be difficult zoning out 4 people. But if they don't really contest too hard, it might be possible. Or you just take the fight 4v5 and win that and then try to take fire then. Is the other option. Or like I said, if you really want to back 2 at a time and don't back 4 at a time so they do fire for free. He literally blinked into all the fire giants, oh my god. Yeah. But if 2 people back here and 3 stay, then you can definitely contest this. But when you're alone isn't gonna do it. And now... Why is Izanami... I guess she was healing. But you just... I mean, you need to heal off the mid-cams or something, so you're at least a little closer if you really need to heal. I don't know how low she was, I didn't notice, but... Just be a little closer, you're there for the fight. So now you need to run all the way to the enemy tier 2 tower. So by the time we get here as Izanami, the fight is over. But you get set. We'll not talk about that one. But yeah, so you get set. Wombats mysteriously dies. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, now you're just overextending again. So how low was this Izanami? Not even that low. Izanami definitely, like, she's like half health. Or like 45% health, and she has 5 giant regen. So you're definitely gonna be fine staying in the fight as Izanami. But, yeah. So right now you just need to back off as a red team and group up. You still have Hoon Basalt, which could be really good, could be really strong. And beats are down on Set and on Izanami. So if you can get a good engage, you can definitely win this fight still. Like right here you can ult. And Basalt right here on the Set and you kill him and then you win the fight maybe. That's exactly what you do, it's really nice. So you kill him. Oh no dude. But yeah. Here, kill him, that's nice. Your ult doesn't do anything, it's unfortunate. You don't have any army for anything. Yeah. You just try to stay together. Now you go Ganesh, that's fine. Oh no. So you go. Ah, dude. See, the fight was going fine, you were pushing them back. But now Izanami got back into the fight and then you jump in. And you commit too hard. Because you got a kill, you traded 1 for 1. But, yeah. And then I just like overextend by jumping in again. And Maestro also overextend. Even if he kills Mystic. Beats literally did nothing. Even if he kills Mystic, which shouldn't even happen. He's gonna die. Dude. Dude, why is everyone... No! Oh my god. One person needs to back. The other can kill them. Dude, how is... Dude, I don't understand how Maestro survived. Maestro should have been dead. One person just need to back. Although Sud was spawning, so... Yeah, I don't think anyone even needed to back anyway. Dude, as soon as the message your Titan is under attack popped up, 3 people just started to back immediately. Oh, please. No one was gonna clear fire. Yeah, but Sud was spawning, so you don't need to back. So you do get some objectives here, that's really good. Get primal. And then you probably look to push left out all the way because you want to clear the fire minions. And since you still have fire on 4 people, you can also just look to get this tier 2 while you're pushing. Which I hope you're all backing to buy items and then group up to push. Because there's nothing else you can do right now. I feel like you don't want to push a Phoenix while there are still fire minions here because you just want to clear these. But yeah, getting this Harpy is definitely not what you want to waste your Fire Giant on. Just want to group up and push left. Right now, there are only 2 people here. And, I mean 3 because that is also here. There are 3 people here. And now red is actually... Like, this is like the only thing red can do to win a fight right now. Although Elvis is too far for that. Oh no, dude. Don't get picked. But yeah, since if blue was grouped here with red tried to engage, then they just would have lost the fight immediately. But yeah, now Tyr got picked. So now it's a 4v5. Even though nobody else dies, you can't really push anymore, even though you have fire on 3 people. Because you're not gonna win the fight if red team contests it, which they also. So Izanami dies as well. Just people just group up, and all this wouldn't happen. In fact, the game would have been so much easier. But yeah, now the other team can push again. They can probably get this Phoenix because it's still only half health. If only you upgraded Shell. Yeah, that would have helped as well. But yeah, I mean, if nobody's contesting it, then I guess they can just take it for free. So yeah, now your Phoenix is down again. Your Fire Giant expired, so you basically made no progress with all this fire. You're back to where you were before you got fire. Probably even worse because now the Phoenix went down again. Now you need to contest fire while the fire waves are pushing. So right now, as the red team, what you should be doing is just like delay and wait for these minions to start pushing in. But as soon as you see someone pushing out the waves here, then you fight because you have the 4v5 advantage here. And then you should be able to win a fight so you can get fire. Then you start pushing the phoenixes and then you end the game. Because there's no need to risk anything right now, because at this point you're basically guaranteed to win the game if you don't misplay. Because of these minions pushing in. So all you need to do is wait for the game to come to you, basically. So yeah, Tyr not backing, or Set backed. I feel like Set shouldn't be the one backing because he's doing the most work on his team. Also, you just back and you still have 2500 gold. Please buy an item. You could have sold your boots and bought something, but whatever. Small detail. I feel like if anyone should be backing, it's probably Tyr. Because you want Mystic for peel as Ganesh. Izanami and Discordia should be there for damage. And Set just needs to die with the backline. Tyr is probably also gonna die with the backline if I'm there for peel, basically. But yeah, so now you see Set here. So now, I mean, you're all looking for a fight right now, so that's good. Should definitely be looking to take an engagement here. So you get Tyr, although... and then Humbats steps on the Ganesh ult and just takes all of his health with Ganesh on Discordia damage. So that's not great. Also, if you can probably just Ganesh ult Tyr, to be honest. I don't see why not. It's not the best target, but it gets you a kill guaranteed. And you have the 3v5, so how are you gonna defend the 3v5 here? So you can probably ult the Ganesh, the Tyr rather, without any issues. Or like Maestro said, go into the backline. All echoes are up, so you need to be careful doing that. But if you have some follow up from your Moja and like a Nox ult going through, should be fine. But yeah. Yeah, because now Humbats dies, Set is coming back in. So now they have the advantage again. Was Maestro not communicating or something? Because he just got ran down by Set. Was yelling. I guess Alpha just muted you, just ignoring. He's just right here. Yiton as well. If any of like Set and your or Anho and your Mojo come over, Nox probably survives when you kill the Set. Dude, they still haven't turned around to look at the Set. He's still here. He's still running it down. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, now Anho is dead. Yeah, Anho is dead. Oh, please. When use that.
Double kill.
You can't get anything off this because you need to defend your Titan. I don't know why you're chasing this. You just need to back and kill the minions here. I don't know why you're chasing that in your Mojo. Please. This is actually just insane. Okay, you're finally backing. That took way more damage than it should have though. But your Phoenix is up at least, so... Also you should be clearing this wave as well. I don't know why I'm not clearing this one. Not he was going that early. Oh my god. What is this game? But yeah, now your Phoenix is up at least. So there's this one more fire wave, and after that you're fine. So then you can just fire again. So be careful doing any fury while fire is up, because if the enemy is in position, then they can just do fire for free. I feel like blue team probably could have run to fire, but they were all on the side of the jungle, I guess. But yeah, it just feels kind of weird doing this. So just, if you'll just run, because right now Izanami is still running over to pick the red buff, doesn't even get it. If you just want to fire, you can probably just do fire as blue team here. Also, you're giving up like ward control everywhere, because they have wards everywhere right now, but you just use your sentry here. Other than that, you're not really doing anything. But yeah, I mean, now since they didn't punish you doing Oni, now you're gonna have an Oni wave pushing down on this side, and maybe in mid as well if they don't stop it. This one is not so bad because they can always clear it without going too far from Fire Giant. But yeah, now they need to be careful of the Oni waves. So again, you don't need to take a fight here as red team because you have the Oni waves pushing in now. So again, somebody will have to back from the blue team, and then you get a 4v5 again, and you can win that way. And yeah, Set is coming in from the back. I'm assuming you don't know this, but you definitely need to be careful. This Set can go in, and they can get a good engagement before the underwaves start pushing down your Phoenixes. You can definitely lose the game here. But you do get, what was that, a Nox ult? Yeah. The Nox ult hits too, they're really low. You trade 1 for 1, 2 for 1 even, because Izanami dies. So this fight is really good now. I feel like it was just so spread out from the blue team. Because Set came in from the back and he just got collapsed on, while the others were low because of a good Nox ult, so they couldn't really do anything. So Guan Yu is fine, he is not gonna die. You just went to the jungle, yeah. Now you can come back, I guess. Now the tower goes down. The safest option is definitely to push to do Fire Giant. You could maybe look to push with the Oni waves. That's definitely more risky. Because now you have Fire Giant, you can basically do the Phoenixes later. After you spend all your gold and get like full build, get a pot if you have the gold. And get ready for the push. So I feel like it's better to, you have so much time right now, like just pushing out these waves and maybe spreading out, having one person like pulling off the set might be worth it, and then just rotating back in or something. Because right now this is just so easy to defend. But yeah. There's just 5 people on each side staring each other down. So I feel like as the red team you should, like your front line shouldn't be so afraid. Because you just need to chip away at this Phoenix, it's really low health still. So you just need to get a few autos in as Anhur. So if you just make space for the Anhur to go in, you can just get the Phoenix for free. Even just like Humbat's ulting to make space, and then you can probably get the Phoenix. If you Humbat's ult like Izanami. then maybe like Noxel, Discordia or whatever, something like that. Then they can't contest anymore, and I feel like you can just get the Phoenix. But yeah, because right now you're like blue team doesn't need to do anything. They just need to wait until the fire runs out again, and then they can go again. But as red team, right now you actually don't have that much time anymore, so you need to force something. You finally go in. This is a good engagement. Izanami, Discordia isn't ready to defend here. Although Humbatzel wasn't great. Yeah, even Humbat's dying here. You just need to get the Phoenix. Yeah, but... Okay. So... You miss the Humbatzel. Which is already rough. Okay. Where are you going? Right here, I think. Yeah. So... Humbatzel only hits tier at the edge. But the Discordia set and Izanami are kinda forced out. So... You just need to focus the Phoenix right now. As on her mainly. You're still like ulting, trying to kill tier. And the Phoenix took like 1 hit. Because even if you lose this fight, if you get the Phoenix, it's worth it. Because that means you can get the Fire Giant, because you get the 4v5 again there, because someone needs to clear the wave. And then again you have the advantage and you should be able to win the game. But now you lose the fight. Though you should be chasing because this is a 3v3 because set is so low. So this is a 3v3. And it just feels so risky. Because what are you winning? Like, maybe you get 1 kill here, but then what? You still need to wait for the next Fire Giant. But yeah, Izanami just steps up too far. With tunnel visions. So now you even lose the kill. So now your Phoenix is at risk again. And I feel like this time they actually get it. Stop hitting the dash. You can hit set though. Okay, maybe you don't get it. Oh my god. This is game ever ending. This is an infinite game. You get Primal, so there's something. So, next Fire Giant. Also the Fire Giant last time as well. Was enhanced, so you'll do a lot of damage to it. Like almost 200 damage per auto attack as a hunter. So nobody is in position from the blue team. You definitely can't 50-50 this Fire Giant. You do force the will, so that's already a victory because he was out of position. Also Set has Magi's and beats up, so it's gonna be difficult to peel him off. You have Shell, upgraded Shell, so that helps. Okay, that's definitely not good by Set because now his Magi's is gone. So you get small victories for the red team. I know why we'll go in middle, by the way. I know it's on hold. Because right now, if either team just goes to Fire Giants, then the enemy team will have to go to this small corridor on either side. And it's gonna be way more difficult for the team that comes in second, Yeah, I mean, I agree it's easier for you to fight in middle as the red team, but why should you allow it as blue team? Because why don't you just go to Fire Giant and defend this entrance and try to force a fight here? Because in middle there is nothing to gain, but here there is a Fire Giant you want to take. So there's no reason to fight, especially as a blue team. There's no reason to fight here, and now Izanami even goes all the way to red buff. Pretty sure this is the fight that wins you the game, if I remember correctly. Spoilers. But yeah, there's just no reason to be here, especially as a blue team. So you can just... Like, Kumbath is probably looking to leap over the wall. I don't think you can leap over that. It's kinda awkward. Oh my god. We'll just get run down by chat. Oh, imagine bastards. So this was basically like the perfect engagement for the red team. Now, Tear's probably dead, yeah. Now it's a 2v4. So unless Seth gets a triple kill, this game is over. So he just go for the value target. Yeah. He dies. His beats are down, so he's just dead. And that's game.
Your Titan is under attack.
GG.